It's referred to as the Malaise Era, the period between the mid-70s and the mid to late 1980s, where horsepower began to atrophy, if you will. However, there were still attempts to keep the muscle car era alive from a lot of these cars on display here at MCACN 2022. Let's take a look around. The Mustang II was not beloved in its time by muscle car enthusiasts, but it was a very good commuter car and a fit for the right time. The King Cobra being the lone example of high-performance Mustang from the era. Ford's answer to the Pontiac Trans Am Special Edition made famous by Smokey and the Bandit. In the late 70s and early 80s, the Trans Am still was looking sexy with the Firebird hood and T-tops. The Plymouth Roadrunner, not so much. And how the mighty had fallen. This is a 1974 Pontiac GTO, one of 7,058 produced that year, downsized from the platform that made it famous to the X-body shared with the Chevy Nova and the Buick Apollo. Still, it's nice to see one preserved and restored, but just not the same as the original. Charger Daytona? Yeah, that's what it looked like in 1977. Very Malaise-y. It's hard to think of the Camaro Z28 and the Pontiac Firebird in terms of the Malaise cofferings from Ford and Mopar, but here they were, shadows of their former selves, with much less horsepower than their 1970-71 counterparts. These 77s still looked the part with the Z28 package and the same steel wheels that were debuted the first year of the second gen in 1970. This 1977 Ford LTD2 Sport Coupe feels neither sporty nor coupey to me. It's just a really big car. And unfortunately, in this era, relatively underpowered for its size. But again, the stickers make it sporty, I guess. The Buick 3.8 liter turbo would go on to fame in the next decade as the power plant for the Buick Grand National. But in 1979, it was in this Buick Century Coupe. An example of the Malaise era is the sticker packages. What they lacked for in horsepower, they made up for in pizzazz. Now here's an interesting display. This is the Dodge Magnum Murata factory concept car from 1980. Here it is in its debut at the Chicago Auto Show, and here it is today. And just like the Mopar Aero cars and the Mercury Cyclone, this 1975 Chevrolet Chevelle S3 Laguna took a more aerodynamic shape to the NASCAR tracks, and this is its passenger car form. Beautiful blue with white interior and reverse Landau vinyl top. The S3 was what replaced the SS trim level. But again, performance of this Chevelle was a sad comparison to the big dog LS6 just a few years earlier. And then we have the Fox body Mustangs. These are the cars that kept horsepower hopes alive in the early 80s with the 5-liter. Well, that's a wrap on another edition of Car Show Life from the 2022 Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. I want to thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe here at Car Show Life on YouTube, and share with us how you live the Car Show Life on Facebook and Instagram at Car Show Life, back in, hood up. Until next time, I'm Drake Donovan. Thanks for watching.